Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fantasy Life I. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can get an infinite amount of Celestia's gifts. Any longtime players most likely already know exactly how you can do this, but because I have a video coming up where I will spend an insane amount of these Celestia's gifts, I do want to make a video covering exactly how you can get as many as you want of them. So over here on your island is exactly where you are going to get these Celestia's gifts. I think you're introduced to them very quickly in the story, and the only way that you can get more of these daily without time traveling is by increasing your island rating, I'm pretty sure. Someone please correct me in the comments if increasing the island rating actually does not have any effect. I am, however, pretty sure that it actually does. So in case you didn't know, interacting with the goddess statue over here is going to show you the island rating you currently have. Right now I have the max rating of 5, so I should have the most amount of Celestia's gifts spawn every single day. I did make a video recently covering how exactly you can increase your island rating, so check that out if you haven't done so yet. So as I mentioned, every single day there's going to be more Celestia's gifts that spawn, and the best way to collect them is by going into the Hagram mode. And after that, as you can see at the bottom, I have an option to collect all of these Celestias, so it's going to be very easy. Every single one of them is going to be gathered at once. So today I got a total of 177, so that's not too bad. I don't know why, but some days vary by quite a lot. So you could, for example, I think I've gotten as many as like 200 plus Celestia's gifts, or I've also gotten days where I've only gotten 150, I believe. So the difference between the amount that spawns every single day, even if you have the same island rating, is quite big. So right now what you would normally have to do is wait another full day in order for more Celestia's gifts to respawn, but as I mentioned earlier, you can skip the waiting process by time traveling. So the way I like doing it is by going into the guild office after I collected all of the flowers. Then, because we're playing on Switch over here, I'm going to go to the system settings, going over to system and then date and time, of course. Really important to point out over here is that we should not time travel into the future, because that will actually mess up the cashnut stalls over in Janarmosia. So never time travel into the future if you don't have to. We want to time travel one day back, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just boot back up into the game, and whenever we go on South right now, it's gonna recognize it as a new day. You're immediately gonna see all of the new flowers that have spawned over here, as you can see. So lovely, just go back into the Hagram mode. We're gonna collect all of the Celestias once again. By the way, this also works for the golden Celestia's flowers that spawn after you beat the main story. So as I said before, right now we only have 159 Celestia's gifts. I don't know why these numbers change so much. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the time traveling, because I have gotten more than 200 Celestia's gifts whilst time traveling. So you just have to get a little lucky with the daily Celestias that spawn. But let's do this one more time. We're gonna go into the guild office, go to the home menu, go back to system settings and date and time, and then right now I'm just gonna synchronize back with the clock, which is gonna increase the day by 1, and that should also work for the Celestia's gifts to be respawned. Let's take a look over here. Yep, all of them have respawned. Quite nice. Let's collect all of them one last time over here and see how many we get. I'm hoping for a big amount so I can show you that time traveling really does not have any effect on this. We got 161, so not a big amount, but don't worry, you're gonna get a bunch of Celestia's gifts doing it this way, which is very, very good, because you need Celestia's gifts for a lot of exclusive stuff in this game. You need them to revert all of these strangelings. That's going to be 49 of them. You also need them to power up those strangelings, which that's going to be 245, I believe, if you want to power up every single one. So that's already really expensive. That's going to cost you about like 10,000 Celestia's gifts, I believe. And after that, you can spend more Celestia's gifts over here in the Celestia exchange inside of Marco's shop. So you can buy a bunch of consumables over here. Don't recommend actually buying these with your Celestia's flowers. You can also buy some materials and some exclusive objects over here, but most importantly is going to be these last two tabs, the recipes and other. So recipes are obviously just recipes. There's going to be a bunch of decorational pieces, but if you want to get every single one of them, it is going to be quite pricey. But the thing that's going to cost you the most Celestia's gifts in the game by far is going to be these boxes over here, which I will do an in-depth guide for pretty soon, covering all of the exclusive recipes that they drop, because yes, these do in fact drop recipes. If you don't know what these boxes are, these are basically the gacha in the game. You can buy these surprise boxes over here to get a very small chance to get a recipe for a decorative object. You can buy the happy boxes to get a very small chance of receiving an equipment recipe, and you can buy the dreamy box to get an insanely low chance of getting a recipe for a mount. I don't even have this mount yet, and I've played the game for 300 hours by now, and that's because I've just been saving up these Celestia's gifts in order to make a video video covering all of these boxes, because they are frankly really insane in the way they drop their recipes. You have to be really lucky if you want to get them. So you're gonna need a bunch of Celestia's gifts if you want to get every single thing in this game. So luckily for us time travelers out there, level 5 did allow us to grind an infinite amount of them this way. But yeah, with that, that's gonna be it for this video. Please let me know if you are like a new player or a long time player. If you already knew that this was something you could do, you most likely did, but still, if you didn't, I would love to hear it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stuff just like this, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Not even 5% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so I would appreciate it a lot if you would do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, later. Bye.